Hello everyone, my name is Phil Canarelli and I'm at the fourth wall in the Naharvik Shopping Center for the Wallcast with Matt and Frank as always. Guys, what's going on with you today?
I ate a really spicy pepper last night and my insides are on fire.
I got to videotape you guys.
Yeah, we did something for charity, so it was really cool. The Hot Pepper Challenge to support ALS research and discovery, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
Discovery?
So it started off with those guys, like, dumping buckets of ice water on the head to the complete opposite.
Yep.
Let's warm our innards inside.
Well, I mean, also kind of dangerous, really.
Yeah.
We were going to do the Reaper Pepper, but we decided that, why die for a cause?
Yeah, Frankie had the ghost pepper, and he realized that the Reaper would literally be dying.
I've had 2 ghost peppers in my life, and that's 2 more than I ever wanted to eat.
I had the ghost pepper chili. That's the farthest I've gone.
Which one's that?
It was in Syracuse.
What's
But
the ghost
I was going to say,
pepper
wait,
chili?
there's a difference?
It's chili. Like you.
Oh, okay.
That was rough. But I kind of drowned it out with garlic bread.
Yeah.
It kind of made it better. But
Ugh.
yeah, so you did that. We have some fun stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if you're listening in, we'll be posting about it. But in today's podcast, we're going to give you the answers to some of the answers of the trivia.
Of the answers?
The answers of the answers. We're giving you the answers. We're not going to straight tell you. We'll give you one, though. Of the questions we'll be asked at the very first trivia here at the
Here's the
fourth
first
wall.
one. It's purple.
No, it's not.
Superman!
I'll just ask you guys. I'll give you this straight-up question. Ironcrad is the name of the floating fortress in what sword-heavy anime?
Sword Art Online.
Yes.
I hate you. I cannot stand you.
The only reason I've never watched Sword Art Online. The only reason I knew about that is because Phil foams at the mouth talking about it.
I'm not that obsessed with it. I will admit
I only have a
like
Kirito body pillow.
because I love the idea of there being a video game world like that. We all agree. Yes, I've watched Dot Hack.
No, not Dot Hack. Log Horizon or something like that. I think it's called.
If you
it's
don't
the
know,
same concept.
I just love that idea. I really do.
The only thing I know about it is I think there's swords in it.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
That was a really good guess.
They draw using swords.
In the third season, there's no swords. Or does he still use swords? I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. I actually, to be honest, I've never even finished the whole entire series.
Gun Gale Online.
The first, in the arc-wise, when they're in the, zone, the original one where they can't get out, I like that part. That was interesting to me.
Yeah, no, I like the first season was really cool until it got, really creepy.
It got really weird.
I'm still trying to get through Cowboy Bebop.
Frank.
I want to like it. I want to like it. I just don't.
Frankie and I have the same Funimation account, so when I was watching the last episode of Super, I went into the watch history to see just pull up Super right there, and I saw Jupiter Jazz Part 1 and 2 being watched. I'm like, oh, he's gonna hate these episodes. I just knew it right off the bat.
Honestly, yes, I did hate those episodes.
Yeah, I know you would.
But I want to. This is the first show that I've ever watched that I don't like, that I'm continuing to watch because I want to like it. Because the characters are great.
Yeah.
The character development is great. It's just the regular story plot is garbage.
I wouldn't say there's much development in Bebop, though. It's more of you learn more about the characters.
But that's what I mean. They do that well, but everything else that goes on is literally oh, we need filler. Every episode is 10 minutes of character development and 20 minutes of filler.
Yeah, now I think about it. That show, literally, it's all about the very last
episode. Yeah.
And that happens. That's anime in a nutshell, though.
But see, to me, the reason why Bebop is so good with that is because there are so many animes that try to copy that. Oh, we're gonna make it all lead up to the final episode, and then it just shits the bed. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched Agamaga Kill?
No.
It's pretty much the Game of Thrones of anime.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so all of your favorite characters.
The Asian Game of Thrones.
I thought Attack on Titan was the version of Game of Thrones.
No, I mean really, how many
Game of Fortune cookies.
What I do want to talk
Oh
about
my god.
is, what do you guys think about this trailer for Ready Player One?
I'm really excited.
I'm excited for it mainly because I'm just tired of all the other movies.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I'm tired of superhero movies, but I'm excited for a movie that isn't superhero movie because they come out all the time. Think about how many superhero movies we have.
Yes, a comic book store owner that's tired of comic book movies.
Well, no, but not. Well, first of all, I'm not an owner. Yeah. Second of all, I don't know. It's not that I don't enjoy superhero movies, but I'm kind of a little bored of them.
I love to hate them. Like, I'll go watch them just to pick them apart. Like, Ragnarok was literally Ragnarok was terrible. It was very entertaining.
Ragnarok was terrible.
And again, there's no bad cast. There's virtually, name a superhero movie, a modern superhero movie, from Iron Man on, or even the 08 Hulk from 2008.
Oh, well, yeah.
On. Name a bad character. Like, name a bad actor that's in one of them. One bad actor.
X-Men Apocalypse.
I don't count X-Men at all as a franchise. No,
literally,
you have to.
The dialogue and the acting in X-Men Apocalypse was
acting.
so bad, I was literally laughing throughout the movie.
I mean, I can't... It's tough to say because the X-Men is probably my favorite franchise. Like, Wolverine is probably in my top 3 superheroes, but the X-Men movies... Like, even I watched Old Man Logan, and now that I've, like, fully read through Old Man Logan...
It's not Old Man Logan at all.
No, it's really not.
But you and I had a discussion about this. Like, we were talking about it earlier. Like, the reason why I don't mind Old Man Logan not being Old Man Logan, comparative like Thor Ragnarok not being Thor Ragnarok, is that Old Man Logan played a different story but kept the theme. It was very dark, gritty. There was just despair throughout the entire thing.
Yes.
With Thor Ragnarok, where it's a dark, gritty movie, or a dark, gritty comic, it was a buddy cop film. And that's why it doesn't work like that. I think if you keep the same kind of motif, the same kind of theming throughout that's present in the comic book and that's present in the movie, you're fine.
I just don't understand. Like, I understand with anything, you take a novel, a book, a comic, and transition it to film. I understand that there's going to be parts cut from the book and the comic. It's just not possible in a 2.5-hour movie, even a 3-hour movie, to bring everything over. But like Thor Ragnarok, and there's a spoiler here, I don't know if that matters at this point, but why is Hela Thor's sister? Like, why add that? Why cut out something to add something completely new and different that doesn't flow?
Why have Odin die and turn into pixie dust?
Yeah!
Literally, Odin turned into Tinkerbell and went
Why
to
are they
Never
making
Never
Loki
Land.
like an anti-hero? That's my biggest complaint in that movie.
Well, that's kind of where he's at right now in the current Marvel run.
Did not to shed back a little bit, but in Player Ready 1, they show a picture of
Ready Player One.
What I say?
Player Ready One.
Ready Player, whatever. That movie that's coming out that Spielberg's making, it shows Harley and Deadpool walking together.
Yeah, it shows,
and that's awesome. Like I that's something that like we're never gonna see that. You know what I mean? We're never gonna see that.
I'm very interested to see their budget in just licensing. Like the companies that they have pulled from are just crazy. Like Tracer's in the trailer.
Like that's one of the things I'm going to mention is they have so many. Like I listened to the 101 Facts today from What Culture, the website What Culture, and I was listening to that today while I was working, and there are so many Easter eggs that 50 of the facts were just that. Do you know who Ultraman is, right? Like the old school
the original
Asian superhero. He was supposed to be the Iron Giant, but they replaced it to be more Americanized, I guess. Put the Iron Giant in there.
And that makes sense. I feel like Ultraman's known, but not really.
Yeah, everyone knows the Iron Giant.
I mean, I feel like Vin Diesel should just go back to being the Iron Giant.
No, he's reprising his voice. He's reprising his role. So
that's exciting.
Yeah,
it'd be the first time I've been excited to see Vin Diesel in something.
Yeah,
since
the Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, I love Groot. I love hearing the same repetitive thing in a different tone over and over and over and over again.
Well, like what Matt said is about like the licensing. Like they show like Tracer and Chun-Li, Battletoads. Lara Croft is in there.
Battletoads?
Yeah.
Battletoads is in
Frankie,
there.
they're literally pulling from like everything. There are no stops in this movie. Like I'm so excited just to see the characters.
Dragon Ball Z in it? Well,
all right,
I guess they pulled the stop.
They have Gundam Wing.
Do they really?
Mobile Suit Gundam's in there. Like, think about it. It's Gundam. They
So
have
Dragon Ball Z's gotta be in
Battletoads.
there.
That means they got Rare. They got through Lara Croft. So they have Square Enix. They have
If Banjo and Kazooie show up,
Namco,
dude.
Bandai, because of you know what I mean. They got everything. So all these licensing. That's going to be. This movie better be good, because if it's not,
Yeah, he's
Spielberg's
literally.
in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Edit that, right?
I mean, I feel like that movie has infinite possibilities.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're just going to fall short of everybody's expectations.
Well, to be honest, when I go to watch that movie, I don't really care about what's going to happen with the plot. I'm not interested in the plot.
You're going there to see the Easter eggs.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Apparently, like, Gandalf is dancing on a dance floor
Yeah,
somewhere.
no,
Like,
you sold me.
That stuff's
I'm already
hilarious.
sold. Like,
Yeah,
I'll pay the
that's hilarious to
$10.
me.
Give me the movie already.
One thing I did notice so far the trailers is there's a few certain franchises I've not seen anything from. One of them specifically is Nintendo. I have seen nothing from Nintendo.
We know why that is.
What else did I see? A lot of Street Fighter. Like, a lot of... DC's clearly getting in on it. Marvel's getting in on it.
Any Mortal Kombat?
Not that I remember, no.
Oof.
Of course, spoilers. This is all from the trailers, so I'm not really ruining anything for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean...
But I'm gonna go
Unless
see
you're
it.
in your basement hiding out from the world.
Well, it's coming out at the same time as Avengers, and I'd rather go see this movie than Avengers. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not really excited for Infinity War.
I'm excited, but I'm worried.
Like, I want to see it,
Yeah,
but in the same breath, like,
I
it
just-
took too long.
I
It took
way
know.
too long, man. Oh my god, it feels like
Did you see the AMC? I think it's AMC. They're doing a special, all 31 Marvel movies.
There's been 31 Marvel movies?
Is it 30? No, maybe I'm wrong.
There's no way there's been
starting
31.
from what? Are you
The
sure?
Iron Man.
Is it
Maybe it's
31 hours?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
31 hours. I'm just
Are they starting
31
from
hours.
what? Are they starting from X-Men?
Yeah,
All the way
the
up?
Toxic Avenger.
Oh my god.
They start from the original Nick Fury movie with
Dolph
Hasselhoff.
Lundgren. Oh no, it's Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
There's an original Nick
Yes.
Fury.
Dude, it's so bad.
Spoiler alert: he's white.
I don't know. I don't know if I should keep that one.
No, that should definitely stay in. 100% yes.
No, but that's like, let's talk about that, like typecasting, stuff
Uh-oh.
like that, whitewashing, stuff like that.
Uh-oh. Slam the red button. Sound the alarms.
Hi, my name's Phil Canarelli. Welcome to the Fourth Wall podcast.
I mean, like, no, let's talk, like, Samuel L. Jackson playing Nick Fury, like, everybody.
And did an amazing job.
Yeah,
He
he's
killed it.
spectacular.
Yeah.
I have one gripe with that kind of stuff, and I'm not. My best friend's black and gay, so I have no.
It doesn't matter, Phil. You're not black and gay.
Phil
You have
just-
no right to talk about it.
Phil just pulled out his PC card, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, exactly. But I am still kind of on the fence with Cyborg being like put up so quick, and it has nothing to do with anything. I just feel like they could put in John Stewart Green Lantern.
I agree with you,
And I'm not saying they
100%.
need to have an African American like rep in this in any way.
No, they should have
But-
had Martian Manhunter.
or Martian Manhunter, or
They could have
honestly,
had him portray his black alter ego, too.
yeah, there's so
Martian
much-
Manhunter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do it in the Supergirl.
Yeah,
show,
exactly.
So, but the thing is,
The only thing
it's not
I
even
like
that.
about
It's
Supergirl.
Cyborg started as a Teen Titan.
Yes.
He's a Teen Titan. So they're working on this Nightwing movie. He's going to come back, and Nightwing's going to see Cyborg, and like, yeah, in a different life, we were like best friends on a team once, and I used to be your leader, and apparently you're bigger than me right now. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that's the other thing, too, not to interrupt where you're going, but I feel like they don't utilize enough of the origin stories, or at least the right parts. Like, Batman, for instance, being in the Justice League. Like, everybody wanted to see a Justice League movie. Everyone wanted to see it, whether they wanted to admit it or not.
I really didn't. I would have rather have seen the movie set up first and been in the
No,
right
no, but-
mechanical, like...
No, but what I'm just... no, what I'm basically saying is everyone wanted to see a Justice League movie. In some...
Yeah.
But to make a Justice League movie and make Batman be 50, Superman 20, Wonder Woman's just coming in.
Flash is, like, just hitting puberty.
Yeah, like it just, like, why change something so drastically that you didn't need to change? You could have done, if you're going to start with an older Batman and use Ben Affleck, which I fully support because Ben Affleck, to me, is easily one of the best Batman.
Spoiler alert, Christian Bale is the worst!
Yeah, I mean, Christian Bale...
I'll edit all this out.
The Nolan movies are great, but they're great movies. Like, why would... Like, let me ask you a question. Ask Christopher Nolan. He said that he wanted to make it realistic.
Grounded.
Why? Why? I want to take a superhero and make it realistic. I'm going to make Superman just a guy with glasses.
Well, no, it makes sense to make Batman be grounded, because if you don't, Batman quickly spirals out of this super
But that's
overpowered.
one of my favorite parts about Batman.
But the
No
thing,
human being can sleep 3 hours and do what Batman does.
In the core of the Owls, just read that book and you see how nuts Batman is. You really do. Like, the dude is awake for 7 days straight.
Yeah.
Doesn't drink or eat anything, and still defeats Talon or whoever. And it's insane. He's
It's
a
his
nut.
willpower. It's his willpower.
indomitable will, baby.
All right, we're gonna move back to.
No, but that to me, like that, as strictly a superhero, that's the superhero that everybody wants to relate to, that everybody likes. He's a man. He is 100% man. I understand you want to make it grounded, but don't make him a man that can't turn his neck.
That's not my issue with the Nolan films. My issue with the Nolan films, not even with the first two, because I actually really liked his rendition of Scarecrow. But
Yeah,
Bane,
I thought that was a pretty good scare.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Bane, for
I
example,
don't disagree with that.
Bane made me so upset to see. I get, he's a big dude. Okay, what about Venom? What about the actual Bane we know?
No, he's just an
he's
inmate.
just a normal dude that
just
was
an
in a
inmate.
I
prison.
will end this
Well,
three-part
go to
movie series.
Or like Liam Neeson. Like, I loved
Oh,
him.
yeah.
He was
Ra's al
great
Ghul.
as Raj.
He was amazing. I mean, I wish they had gone a little bit more depth with him, because I feel like there was a lot more that they could have covered.
They kind of
rather
fleshed
than
it
him
out
just
in the third one a little bit.
Not really.
Oh,
Not
is it,
really.
spoiler alert, coming back as a ghost.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, introducing his daughter for some reason that we didn't
Yeah.
need to see.
I'm not gonna lie. Did you guys see that coming in the movie?
Yeah,
I didn't really care.
I also don't really find her attractive, and I feel like Talia should have been like.
Talia's a
super attractive.
knockout. Yeah.
Yeah,
I also didn't really care.
like I felt like she would
Yes.
be the girl.
I
Like
really did not
I
care
felt
about
like she would be
Talia.
the girl that, like, if you go into a restaurant and there's a girl waiting on you, that's the girl that you.
If you go into a
overlook.
restaurant and you see me from across the restaurant and you ordered a sandwich with your wife and I ordered the same martini every day, maybe we would exchange glances.
Well, back to the thing with the Avengers. I feel like
I
with
don't
this
care about
happening.
Thanos.
Well, here's the thing: they have an opportunity
No.
now, especially if he gets the stones and stuff. That they can start really doing some good stuff. And remember how what they
Especially with the licensings that they've acquired.
Well, the main thing is he has the ability now to he has the realities now.
Reboot.
He can
reboot.
Let's be honest, we all
Reboot.
what happened with Days of Futures Past. That was one of the best X-Men movies because they rebooted everything and made it normal.
That's like saying this is the best toilet paper I've used.
No, if you're
oh,
saying
yeah.
Days of Future Past is the best X-Men movie and not saying First Class is, I don't know what's wrong with you.
First of all, to even say the fact that you like any of the X-Men movies.
First Class was awesome.
First Class was good.
the first and second ones are my favorite
Get
because
out.
the first one, at its time, think about this for a second. When we went to go see it originally when we were kids, it wasn't bad.
But something
And
at
then-
its time does
Yes.
not.
Oh
hold
yeah.
up.
Well, at the same time,
I-
we're gonna go back. I thought the first Resident Evil movie was amazing.
Oh,
now I
same.
go back now, and
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
like, what is
horrible.
this?
I
But-
like the first Resident Evil movie.
Get out.
Gotta get out of your story.
As far as the first X-Men movie goes, Phil, the minute that Wolverine showed on screen, not in a yellow leotard, I'm like, what the hell is this?
No,
I really do hate when they change the costumes, though. Like
Yeah,
the Iron
but they
Spider, for
had-
example.
I'm sorry. If they did the brown and orange Wolverine, that would have
No,
made sense.
instead just tease it for 11 years.
They never did it. Yeah, that was super annoying. But I get them doing the way they did. They needed to make it neutral. In X2, I loved X2 because it's my favorite X-Men storyline. God Love Man Kills. It's an amazing X-Men story, and they pretty much copied it, which was okay. And then they did the whole thing with X3, which what was it, Last Stand? Yeah, let's move on to the next subject.
What
Side
do you mean,
note.
Kelsey Grammer as Beast?
Side note. Do you know who Peter Parker once had a mutant try to become his sidekick?
Is that the one that killed himself?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, it's actually one of the members of the Evil Brotherhood of Mutants actually tried to become Spider-Man's
Is it
sidekick.
Toad?
Yeah,
Really?
for the longest, it was like a 3-part series that like Toad. I saw it a couple days ago. Toad tried to become Spider-Man, saying Spidey's like, "Will you leave me alone?" He just followed him the whole time. It was a really good issue.
I mean, I enjoy seeing these movies. I like seeing, the comics come to life. But again, if you have... first of all, they're all about money, clearly.
Yeah.
Well, you
Who
have
would've
a
thought?
money-making story already. You have money-making characters. Your casting is spectacular, aside from the X-Men movies, which there's not really bad casting in that either. But why take... You want to cut stuff out? Fine. Like, The Hobbit.
Oh,
The
God,
Hobbit.
please not.
Why make The Hobbit 3 movies, one? Everybody complained about Legolas and everything. I don't even care about Legolas, because at least Legolas is in the prologue, I believe he's in.
Mm-hmm.
But why just randomly write in another elf
And
and
another
a love
orc.
story?
Oh.
For money. That's the only reason.
What about Azog or whatever his name is?
Well, he's mentioned, but he's not what
He's not a main antagonist in it.
No, I mean, and that's the point. Is like, why? Okay, for money, fine. Then you know what? Add a bigger army.
Right?
Add a better
Yeah.
fight. Don't add a love story, or don't change someone's costume. I mean, it just doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
if you look at some other stuff, a lot of like if we're gonna look at some of the other costumes, they're not really like.
Let's look at Wolverine Origins.
Let's
Let's look at Deadpool's
Look
costume
at
change.
Aquaman. And honestly, this is the best version of Aquaman we've had. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
want Hook Hand Aquaman.
I hate that Aquaman takes a lot of flack for being just Aquaman.
Aquaman
honestly,
is busted.
Yeah, he's badass.
You need to read his comics because he can do some crazy. He punched Superman from he was in the States to Japan.
Yeah.
He's insane. He's super powerful.
He chops off his own arm.
Yeah, like
Does that take superpowers to do that?
do you remember those old?
I'm gonna go home right now and chop
like-
off my own hand.
Like those old school, like I want to say, like punk metal cartoons they used to have.
What?
Like heavy metal?
Heavy metal cartoons. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? I feel like Aquaman was pulled out of one of those because that's the same kind of thing they're trying to do with him. Like his son was killed by his brother, and he goes after to get revenge, and he cuts off his hand. He's amazing, and he gets a lot of crap for it. But it's just a thing. He has a power that kind of relates to talking to fish. So
Yeah. Oh, he can talk to fish. Yeah. Do you know how many scary fish there are in the ocean?
yeah,
The best iteration of Aquaman was the brave and bold Aquaman.
Oh yeah. Yep. And that lime green leotard. Spectacular.
Batman!
turn off your mic.
The Brave and the Bold is honestly horrible.
I don't know. I don't hate
It
the
is-
brave and
Are
the
you talking
bold.
about the animated or the comic?
Animated.
Okay, the animated's garbage.
The comic's pretty good.
I like
comic's
the
not
animated.
bad. The animated, there should be, but I can't even read the comic now because
You have to remember, too, I'm also-
terrible voice acting. Whoever they chose to be Batman, which I'm pretty sure is the guy from the Drew Carey show. That's the UPS driver.
No, it's the same guy that
No,
voices.
it's the UPS driver.
It's the same guy that voices. Do you remember Billy and Mandy, right?
Yeah.
It's the same voice of Hasta Legado. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know who Hostel got it.
The bounty hunter or the paranormal hunter, whatever he is. They got the chainsaw arm.
The guy that makes fun of Ash and
Yes,
Evil Dead?
that's
Yeah,
like
I know who
an
you're talking
entire Bruce Campbell parody.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same voice actor.
That's kind of funny that that clearly wasn't made for the kids. That was made for
Oh
the
no,
parents
Billy!
of the
Like
kids.
I was rewatching like some of the episodes of Billy and Mandy. It's hysterical still. Like even just most cartoons nowadays. Like I love the fact that old cartoons always had like adult jokes hidden in them, but now it seems like newer cartoons have like adult like stories in them. You know?
Like Rick and Morty.
Well, I
That's
mean,
an
I wouldn't say Rick
enigma
and
by
Morty.
itself.
Yeah.
Did you see that they're literally not greenlighting them for a fourth season?
I
Yeah.
don't understand why. Like they're stupid if they don't.
Dan
It's-
Harmon and Justin Roiland must have royally pissed somebody off.
Probably Justin Roiland.
Like he must have really pissed somebody off for them to not greenlight that. That would be like not bringing back Game of Thrones or Stranger Things right now. That'd
Yeah.
be insane.
Well, I mean, the thing is, too, is I know Dan Harmon has a lot going on in his personal life.
yeah, he just like he's going through divorce and all that kind of stuff.
It's really sad. He seems like a great guy. Those are two guys I would love to meet. I'd absolutely kill to meet Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't understand how you don't like. I don't care what he's going through personally. Like,
Figure that shit out
yeah, you have the hottest TV show on television,
Yeah.
on normal television.
with the views.
I mean, people were trying to kill each other to get sauce.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But I think that's also probably might be part of the reason. I feel like Adult Swim realizes like how toxic it is at the same time.
I wonder if it can't be that.
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, to be honest.
I mean, I
Because-
would say that it's probably worse than South Park in that.
Oh, it's 100%. That goes without speaking.
Without a doubt,
Like
it's
South
worse
Park
than
was just like
Park.
that show, like parents never let their kids watch or tried to stop their kids from watching it. Rick and Morty is just like everyone's watching it and everybody's like infected by it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it's my favorite show. It's definitely good. I definitely watched over a lot of other shows, but
I've watched many shows over and over again of Rick and Morty.
yeah. Well, me too. But I definitely wouldn't like say it's. I wouldn't even put it in my top 5 to be completely honest.
Really?
Yeah. Like I don't understand the fascination where their people's lives revolved around at least watching one episode a day type of people.
I've
like
never been
I
like
could
that.
never like. There was one time I got kind of a little bit too obsessed with Young Justice, but
I don't know. I was kind of like that, like with Futurama and like Always Sunny. Like I would always watch Always Sunny constantly.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not obsessed with it. I would watch them over. Believe me, that's what I do is watch them over and over.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing new that's.
But I
going
wouldn't
on.
go home and have a shrine of Mac,
No.
D, and
Or
Charlie in my
I
room.
would sit at home and wait like till that Sunday for the new episode. Like,
I mean,
if
I did
call
that
it-
with Super.
No, like I've done it with Game of Thrones, like where we would all get together and watch.
yeah,
it,
but that's an event. You get people together and you have a good time
But I wouldn't
together.
like get in my pajamas and warm up a bowl of popcorn and light a candle and watch Rick and Morty every Sunday.
Light a candle.
That's something that.
I wanted to make it as creepy as possible.
What were the show like? What were your favorite shows to watch? Like when you got home from school and on Saturday morning.
Dragon Ball Z.
What about Saturday morning then?
Well, Saturday morning was probably just the regular cartoon.
Yeah.
Like I know you hate it, but I remember being obsessed with like Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit.
I don't
when
hate
was
Yu-Gi-Oh.
younger. You
I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh all the time
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
I loved the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, mine was Digimon. I would say Digimon
Yeah.
and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I've always liked Digimon more than Pokemon.
Mine was probably
Garurumon.
The cards were just horrible.
mine was probably
Yeah.
either Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown.
I
All right,
love
like
Shaolin Showdown. Oh god, what was the other one? Probably Yu-Gi-Oh. Honestly,
Everyone makes fun of me, but do you remember? Was it BattleBots?
that sounds really familiar.
Robotech?
No.
It was a show where like it was pretty much Pokemon, but you had a robot buddy.
Beyblade?
Leave your story.
Bakugan? No, I think I know what you're talking about because it sounds really familiar.
It was. I remember like in that. There was this really bad show.
Ugly Martians?
No, it was called Fighting Foodons.
That I don't know.
Oh my god! It's like you know
Fighting food yeah. Horrible.
it was so bad, but it was so catchy.
Horrible, Phil. Horrible.
Shaolin. Oh, you know what I loved? Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, Jackie Chan Adventures was so good.
Yes.
Oh, I would do anything to meet Jackie Chan. He's a really nice guy too.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen the Cobra Kai thing yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh come on, you're the guy that would root for Cobra Kai instead of Danny.
Yes, I mean, just because I tend to root for the bad guys in movies and stuff like that, but no, like that movie was one movie that never really stuck with me. Like I thought it was very tacky. I just didn't.
Well, I mean, but it kind of.
And especially
you're
because
saying
it's
it was
been
like
remade into 700 different iterations.
You're saying-
Jackie Chan,
in my
Jaden
mind, Never
Smith.
Back Down is a new version of that.
Step the Yard is a new version of
Stomp the Yard, you
Stomp the Yard, whatever.
I like.
I'm
dance
sorry, I'm not
movies,
up
so
on my
it's a
dance
different-
movies.
I went through a weird phase where I enjoyed dance movies.
I still I
Yeah.
What?
I'm currently watching High Water with the
I
Step
don't
Up.
know any currently, Phil.
Well, I am.
I mean, like I went through a phase when I was like 14.
But I've always liked like the Step Up movies.
They
and
weren't
stuff.
even around when I was 14.
Yeah. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh my god, I
But
can see your gray hair from here.
I actually know how to ballroom dance though, so I've kind of dancing's kind of part of my life. So
Wow, Phil.
Phil, I learn something new about you every day.
Next year you're gonna say your favorite show was Sailor Moon growing up.
I hated Sailor Moon.
I
I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. Everyone talked about it. I'm like, this is so stupid.
don't ever remember anyone.
I didn't really
talking about it.
like or dislike Sailor Moon. I get why people like it. It's just not for me.
I think it's because there was a group of young
Weebs.
girls.
Young weebs.
There were there were young girls at school that were obsessed with it, and I'm like, I can't.
What is the obsession with women in anime? I feel like
Oh.
every woman in anime is useless. Aside from Bulma, and it's only as Bulma aged.
No, because Bulma's the reason anything ever gets done in the Dragon Ball
That's
universe.
what
The
I was
only
about
reason.
to say.
She's the only reason anything gets done.
She's the reason why they went to Namek. She's the
No,
reason
she's
why they
mainly
found the Dragon
no,
Balls.
Isn't she the reason that they could go to Namek? I don't remember her being the
They
reason
could have taken
exactly
Kami's
why.
spaceship
No, they went to Namek because
to find the Dragon
To
Balls.
find the Dragon Balls,
Because
to wish
Piccolo was
Goku
dead. Yeah.
to wish Goku back, to wish Goku. No, wait, am I wrong?
No,
Was Piccolo dead?
Piccolo was dead.
Piccolo was dead. Yeah. All of the Z fighters were dead.
yes, because Vegeta.
Oh, no,
and
but Goku's
Vegeta.
still-
Goku's alive. Yeah, and he was resting.
Yeah, and
But
then,
somehow Krillin was ready, which makes no sense.
I don't want to talk about Krillin because I think he's the worst character
There was- okay.
on anything.
there was a. I listened to the Death Battle cast. The podcast for like they have to do Death Battle.
Yeah,
And,
like Screw Attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they did they romp on Krillin so hard, but technically Krillin is like a planet buster. He has the power to destroy
Yes.
Earth if he wanted to. He's that powerful.
but that's
But
that's
it's
not-
just useless.
he's just compared to
Well, no.
everybody else. He's horrible.
Master Roshi can destroy planets, first of all, Phil.
We've talked about this before. I think my biggest complaint about Krillin is the fact that Krillin isn't that weak, but he constantly like, oh boy, what am I gonna do until Goku gets here? It's all he does is literally just screams for Goku.
That's the second time he's done this on this podcast.
It's the second time we've had the same exact conversation, Phil.
Because I can't.
There's other women that are
Stress.
useful.
My disgust for Krillin.
He's not that useless.
Well, I'm trying to think of other animes.
Name one anime where a female does something other than like have bouncy boobs.
Seven
Fairy
Deadly
Tail?
Sins.
I don't.
Oh, Seven Deadly Sins, absolutely. Deanne is ridiculous.
But I
She's
feel
like the second or third strongest person in the whole entire group.
But I'd say probably third. Bon is definitely stronger than her.
Well, Meliodas,
Physical strength, she's the
Meliodas-
strongest.
Yeah.
Meliodas,
Bon.
I would say King's stronger than her.
No, physically.
But
Like,
that's because his weapon or his spear is ridiculous.
King is worthless without that
Yeah.
weapon. But we also haven't even seen.
Even,
we haven't seen what's his name either.
Merlin too seems pretty powerful, and we haven't really seen much of her.
Escobar. What's the name of the
I
last
can't
sin?
think of what the last
Isn't it
name is.
Wrath? No.
It's the
No,
Pride
Meliodas
sin.
is Wrath.
Yeah,
Pride.
Pride. Yeah.
No. Isn't Pride Merlin?
No,
Merlin
Merlin is
Merlin's Pride.
Gunter is Lust.
Lust. She's gluttony. She.
Oh, you think you're right?
No,
Yeah. She's the
no.
pig.
Bon
she's
is
the pig
gluttony.
No.
Bon is greed.
Bon is okay. Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
greed.
Bon is greed.
Gluttony or the same
King
thing.
is sloth.
Yeah.
Meliodas is wrath.
Yes.
Deanne is envy.
Yes.
Merlin is gluttony because she's the pig.
So
and-
Pride.
Yeah. The pride. I don't know what it is, but apparently his power
Envy
is
and
ridiculous. Like,
Well-
but only for like 1 minute out of the day. His power apparently
so he's damaged from DC's new run.
gets super powerful in the middle of the day. Like he slowly gets stronger and stronger when it hits midday, where the sun's the highest. He's the strongest sin apparently. Merlin and Meliodas agree with
Is
that.
that like from the manga?
Yeah, and then as the day gets darker, or as it, yeah, you know what I mean, he gets weaker. And apparently at dead midnight, he's the weakest out of any. He can't do anything, which
That
is
sounds kind of
like a horrible power, right?
That sounds kind of terrible.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
In Fairy Tale, I know you haven't watched it, but Urza Scarlet is probably the most powerful person in the show.
Sakura.
Lust and shut up. Lust and envy.
No,
Is envy a woman in Full Metal? It's kind of gray area, isn't
I don't
it?
want to talk.
It's a lizard.
I don't want
It's a lizard. Hawkeye or
Same gender.
Hawk, whatever her name is, I can't think of her name. From Full Metal. Mustang's sidekick.
What's her name from Hero?
All like most of the females.
Uraraka?
No, Froppy.
Froppy, yes.
Froppy's
yes, 100%.
That's a girl.
The frog.
The frog, yeah.
She's probably one of the best heroes.
I love her.
She's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
She's the Wolverine of the My Hero Academia.
She's the best at what she does. No, I think she's pretty cool. I mean, My Hero Academia, as much as I love to talk about My Hero Academia, because I talk about it constantly, I love the fact that even the most worthless characters with the worst powers still have a purpose.
No.
I don't like
Sticky ball guy needs to go. I'm sorry. He's so bad. He's so bad. He got
But he
lucky
saved them.
once.
He saved
got
them.
lucky once working with Deco. You got lucky once. He's horrible.
Deku and Froppy.
Yeah. Well, that's why Froppy's worth.
Did you watch the second season?
What do you mean?
The second season of My Hero?
Of just the tournament?
Well, no, like the entire second season.
Yeah, it's the
The tournament
He
and
beats the teacher, the professor.
yeah, it's the tournament and the exams.
the stain. The tournament.
Who does he fight? I
ends
don't
with
remember.
the end of Stain. The end of the series with when they go up against Stain. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Who's Stain?
Stain's the
The
dude who
hero
licks the
killer
blood.
Stain.
No, but I thought they beat him.
Yeah,
Yes. And that's the end of the series.
Yeah, because I didn't like.
They only set up the next season,
I know,
which
but
I'm
I felt
so
like but that's the
excited
point.
for.
it's
I
out.
feel-
It's already coming out,
I
but
felt
Japanese
there was
only.
Too much setup, if that makes sense.
No, there's no such thing.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
There's-
There's no such thing as
yeah,
too much
because the
setup.
problem is they put all their eggs in one basket, and they wait when one thing could ruin that next season.
The first episode.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is I'd rather have the first episode be hit or miss than to watch half of the third season, not really be that into it, and then halfway through the third season get an episode where, okay, I'm done with this.
They should have just. I mean, I do feel like Deca was progressing too slow.
What?
Yeah, I'm with Frank on this. It really feels like. Can you stop sucking? Like,
Out of
please?
all
For the
the...
first 6 episodes, he could use his finger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that's why I like the
And it
progression.
was an episode of build-up for him to use that finger.
Then he used his finger, same
Once.
finger,
But
twice, and I was like, oh my lord!
Out of all of the shows that have been styled around like how My Hero is, I think that has the best progression.
No, I'm not gonna crap on the show. The show's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, but it does take a long time to build up.
Yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be good. What games have you been playing, guys, lately?
Smash.
PUBG.
Yeah, we've all been playing Smash.
I actually downloaded what is
Wolfenstein.
it? Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
And I first of all, World War II era history is probably my favorite history because it shows a massive. It's almost like comics and stuff like that. It's almost-
Holocaust.
No, but what I'm saying is it's almost. It's,
Jesus, Matt.
It's a
It-
massive genocide. What do you mean?
I'm cutting your mic off.
It's almost like reading a story because you see this massive antagonist and you don't expect there to be any way for them to be beaten or stopped. And then all of a sudden, Rosie the Riveter, all these massive heroic things happen.
Rosie the
to-
Riveter.
For all the can't think of the word, all the cards to fall on the table just right for it to happen.
That's the thing, is like that's why there's so many like alternate history like things centered around World War II, is because World War II at any moment could have changed and had a
Absolutely.
completely different outcome.
Yeah. Well, they just announced Call of Duty WW2, so
That's already out.
oh, it is. I don't
That's
know.
been out for like almost a year.
Is it? Maybe it's a new thing because I
I
did.
think the new DLC is coming.
That's
out.
probably what
yeah.
yeah.
The best.
I don't
one-
play shooting games.
I don't.
so-
I haven't played.
Yeah.
This is the first Call of Duty I haven't bought.
No, I know it's the same for me. This I gotta say, Wolfenstein is probably the best World War II iteration game I've ever played.
I've always had
Battlefield
fun with
1, it's Battlefield 1, right?
Was World War One.
World War 1, I'm sorry, yeah.
World at War honestly was my favorite World War II style game.
Wolfenstein, just to see, like, when you take all the, like, weird Doom aspects
I was gonna say
out,
you can't really count.
So that's what I'm gonna
Wolfenstein,
say.
though.
That's why I loved that. I love Doom.
Yeah.
I love
But,
playing Doom.
What did you think about the new Doom?
I didn't play it. Don't want to. It looks horrible.
Thank you.
It looks absolutely horrible.
Thank you, Phil.
Same thing with Duke Nukem. Looks horrible.
Oh yeah, the new Duke Nukem
Like,
was horrible.
I was so excited to see
Same
the
here.
new Duke Nukem.
I didn't. Oh,
And then I remember, first of all, like, the first, like, 10 minutes of the game
It's
is
terrible. Terrible.
But it's cool still to be like, oh my god, it's Duke Nukem. And then you play through the game, and then that wears off in about 15 minutes.
like if we had to pick, like, clearly we're doing Smash tournaments here over at the Fourth Wall. If you had the choice and you had the extra room and space and you could do like a big
Which we do.
Yeah,
I just haven't done
Halo
it yet.
2.
Halo 2, like what else would you do in there?
Tournament-wise?
Yeah, what
like,
games
for
would you
people
want to bring
play?
in here to do tournaments with?
I mean, I think people would be interested in seeing, like, a Madden tournament.
I'd be down with Madden.
So
I think
would I.
fighters like Street Fighter obviously is a huge one.
Yeah.
Or the fighting games.
Yeah, most of the fighting games really.
Like,
Call of Duty would probably be cool.
I don't think Call of Duty really has a competitive scene anymore. Like Black Ops 2 is huge for the
Hearing
competitive
you
Call of
say
Duty.
that sent a chill up my spine.
Black Ops 2?
No. The whole
Oh, Call of Duty
scene
competitive scene?
anymore.
What do you mean? I mean that's like Halo.
Well, it
like,
is
Halo
true,
like started like MLG. Like
like
Halo,
when I started like playing Smash with like Malucci and all
Yeah.
that, like we had no idea what was going on outside besides sitting on the couch. And then you go online and see that there's people like that have full like careers.
Jobs,
Yeah, it's insane. Like, don't get me wrong, it helps. Like, I've been learning little tricks and hints.
MODOK.
Huh?
So they look like MODOK.
I mean, I would look
Machine
like
only
MODOK.
designed for killing.
I would look like MODOK if that meant I could live my life off of playing video games. That seems like a fair trade to me.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Maybe not looking like MODOK, but like,
You wouldn't have a penis.
does MODOK not? Is that confirmed?
I mean, it's.
I'm pretty sure we can confirm that. He's literally just a toaster with a face on it.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say, he's just a face.
Hey guys, this is Phil here. I know this is a little bit off track. However, we had some corrupted files this week. Hopefully, we'll be able to fix the problem for next week. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Frank, Matt, and I had a lot of fun doing this, and we're going to keep doing this for you guys. Please come this week for trivia if you're interested. A lot of fun prizes coming out. So thank you so much for listening in. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you have anything you're really interested in for us to talk about, let us know. Talk to you next week.